Okay, welcome back to Emmy Reviews. We're crossing the streams again, and this time a surprise that I didn't realize that I was going to see within just a couple of days before it came out, airing on Disney Plus, Werewolf by Night, directed by Michael Giacchino, written by Heather Quinn, Peter Cameron, and based on the comics created by Jerry Conway. This is starring Laura Donnelly, Harriet Sansom Harris, Kirk R. Thatcher, and Gael Garcia Bernal. It really is a shame this is a one-off because it was just so much fun. Before I go into it, you already realize I'm quite pumped. Here's a brief synopsis. The head of an occultic family of monster hunters dies, and we follow Jack Russell, who joins a hunt to determine the successor of the Bloodstone. Little do they know that he himself is a monster among them. The director of this film is Michael Giacchino, and he has been a composer for quite a while now, like decades. And if you just look at the kind of stuff that he's done, it's incredible. I mean, he's done Ratatouille, Speed Racer, Star Trek 2009, Inside Out, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Rogue One, Spider-Man, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, The Incredibles 1 and 2. You know, that amazing Pixar short, Day and Night, The Batman. And now it seems that he's been given this amazing opportunity to direct a Marvel movie, and it's this beautiful passion project told very similarly in those golden age of horror, you know, the Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You know, this is a beautiful time from the late 20s to the mid 40s where it's very iconic, this kind of horror. They set the pace and the tone for this entire short film, and this is beautiful. It recreates so many things that are enigmatic at that time. You know, the erratic frame skipping and the cigarette burns to change scenes, this soft and comfy lo-fi lighting. It's very pretty and beautiful. I have to give just a huge props for somebody to go from being a master at their craft at one thing and then just totally blowing it out of the park with a completely different role. It really rides that line of fun and frivolous while being moody and macabre. It's kind of hard. There were moments where I found myself laughing and I didn't know if I should be laughing, but absolutely, Laura Donnelly, Harriet Sansom Harris, and Gael Garcia Bernal, they steal the show. They are really the main event for this. Not to downplay the rest of the other actors, they were pretty fantastic. They didn't really have enough time for them to be fully recognized, to have time to shine, but they were all great, and it was really fun to watch. Gael Garcia Bernal plays the star Jack Russell, which is a typically hilarious comic book name for somebody who is also a werewolf, I think. You know, I had seen his films before. He was in a great film called The Science of Sleep by Michel Gondry. Truly bizarre and fun and wacky. It's anything for the fans of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, so definitely check that out if you can. He's a fantastic actor, and he's very captivating in his ability to compassionately draw you in to his characters. I'm just glad to see him in a really cool role. Laura Donnelly is also fantastic, and she has this really stern, badass English assassin vibes going on, and she reminds me a lot of Rebecca Ferguson, that actress who's quite popular at the moment. And Laura plays the rightful heir to the Bloodstone estate, Elsa Bloodstone. The story is actually really centered around her and her troubled legacy, and the family tension between her and her mother, which is Verusa, played by Harriet Sansom Harris, was really, really palpable. It was really cool, and she's been a great actor for years as well. All these moments that circle around the actors are essentially the best parts of the show. That, as well as the visual effects around the monsters, the lighting, the action sequences, it just all comes together. It's quite phenomenal what they've done here. The only thing I would criticize about the whole film entirely is that there are some moments where the slow, eerie pace of how the film plays out to homage these golden era horror movies doesn't quite fit with the fast-paced action that you later see we're most used to now based in modern era of filmmaking with, you know, Marvel movies and such. But it still gives me hope because it does mean that when it does eventually reach the larger MCU, I have a feeling that it will translate well, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. Why do I think you should watch it though? Do you like things that are quite fun and dark and gothic while being comedic? This is something that has all of that at the same time, and it requires really no investment. It's detached from the main universe at the moment, yet still is based in it, so you can just enjoy and have fun. It's sad that it's actually shorter. I really hope that this does continue on more, because this is one of those things that when something as big as Marvel does this, like does something that clearly has a lot of passion behind it, it needs to be rewarded. Like, people need to watch it because they need to know that this is good and this is fun and it's exciting, and everyone who was involved in this project put a lot of effort and it deserves respect. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It's a critical hit for sure. Absolutely. Please check it out on Disney Plus now, see if you like it, and let me know what you thought. Is there any other kind of golden era horror movie that you particularly like to see come back, considering Universal completely messed up their monsterverse? What is there anything about the characters in the show that you'd like to see in their own movie? I'd like to know. Just rack it up in the comments. But yeah, thanks for the likes, love to the subs, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.